Hey, so I know a lot of you guys are bored to tears right now and don't know what to do. Um, you're maybe you're sitting at home or you're in your shop or whatever it is, and you're being heavily affected by this coronavirus, COVID-19, whatever you want to call it. And so I just want to do this quick video. There's a lot of things that you could be doing right now, and I know a lot of you guys are out piddling around in your shops or whatever, and so I had some suggestions and some other ideas. A lot of the lists that I've seen as far as people who are supposed to be staying home right now. I'm in New York. Our list is, pretty well done, and it covers a lot of things. But generally speaking, every list that I've seen, and I've looked at quite a number of them, the exception is emergency work. So if you're a plumber doing repairs, then you're good. In New York, it just lists trades such as plumbers and electricians. It doesn't exclude installs and that type of thing. I believe it was Pennsylvania, the way they worded it was plumbers are supposed to stay home except emergency work, that type of thing. So really, it comes down to your personal safety also. If you get sick, you're going to be down for a lot more than 2 or 3 or 4 weeks, whatever it winds up being. So it's not really worth it to go out and get sick just so you can work for 1 or 2 days. You know, we talk about safety all the time and whatever, and this one is really, it's about your personal safety. You've got to you got to think about your family and stuff, and you really, stay home. it's it's not it's not a fake thing. It's a dangerous thing, and I know a lot of people are flipping out and freaking out and having a panic about it and stuff like that. And we don't need to do that. You don't need to panic. One of the things any professional will tell you is you should have 3 months worth of money saved up right now. I'm fine. I've got money saved up. It's the end of the year, the end of the winter, so I'm a lot shorter than I would like to be, but I'm good. And I know if it's your first year in business, or maybe you haven't done so well economically in the past, you might be between a rock and a hard place here. But really, if you've been in business for more than 3 years, you should have 3 months worth of money right now, and you should be able to live just fine. And this is why we stress that. That's why any financial advisor will tell you that you need to have money saved up, because you never know what's going to happen. A lot of us, we expect that money to be used, because something stupid happens and you fall off a ladder. But here we are. This is something that you had no control over, none whatsoever. And I know entrepreneurs don't like things that they can't control, but here we are. You have absolutely no control here, and this is an emergency type situation, and you've got to roll with it. And if you don't have that money saved up, then you could be in a difficult time here. But one of the other things I wanted to talk about was what you could do in your spare time. First of all, in New York, as a single operator, I am excluded from the whole thing. I can work whatever I want. I can work the hours and whatever I want. I'm excluded as a business. I'm excluded from the whole thing. I still have to follow, the curfews that they put and all that kind of stuff, and that's a whole different story. I don't understand why there's a curfew when if you're in your vehicle driving around, you're not affecting anybody. You're by yourself, so it doesn't matter if it's midnight or noon. Driving around in your vehicle doesn't affect anything. So I don't understand the whole curfew thing. I don't think that applies here, but that's just my opinion. But other than that, the things that you should be doing, if you're excluded, stay home anyway. I'm staying home. I'm excluded. I can go out and work, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to go get myself sick um, over a couple $100 a day. It's it's not worth it. I am doing some work. First off, I am taking estimates and going out and doing estimates. Um, it's one of the things I decided that I do have to do that because these are the jobs that I'm going to be doing 6 months from now. So I kind of have to do that. I don't really have a choice. If I put that off for another 3 weeks, then the customer is going to find somebody else that'll do it. And a lot of customers are willing to do that. And if they call me, I've had a couple of calls. We want to touch base. We want to talk about it. We don't want to do it till this is over. I've got a couple of customers that we don't want to do the job till this is over, but if you feel okay coming over and doing the estimate now, then we're stuck at home, so we might as well. And I have another customer that basically told me that I can come and do the job because they're stuck at home anyway and might as well get something done, which is a lot of people's attitude right now in our field. So if you can work and you feel comfortable, there's a lot of people out there that want to get stuff done because they're sitting at home staring at those things that need to get done. Here's solace to all those husbands out there that told their wives they would do those things when they had time, and now they have time, and so I feel sorry for you guys. But anyway, there's some things that you can do. One of the things we talk about a lot is working on your business instead of in your business. And if you're in your first, second, third year, or if you're in your 10th year, this is a great opportunity for you to start working on your business instead of in your business. If you don't have a general contract or a contract draft that you use, if you write out on every job that you do, you write out a specific contract, make a draft so you can work off of it so that process goes faster. Time is money. So that's why I use a general contract. It's a 3-page contract that everybody signs, and that's it. You sign it, or else I don't work for you. It's a general contract. It doesn't say anything. It doesn't say anything about what I'm going to do on the job or anything like that. It's just an overall generic contract that all of my customers have to sign. And then the estimate has contract details in it. I've been using Joyce for the last couple of years, but it has contract details in it that address that specific project. So that's the way I recommend doing it. But if you use a different contract for every job, make a draft so that you can go in and copy and paste, click, and get it done faster. If you have employees and you don't have an employee handbook, make an employee handbook. If you have other systems and stuff that you don't have settled down, this is a good time to study. Go on YouTube, watch videos. If you don't know how to do some electrical stuff, go learn some stuff. This is a very good opportunity, instead of sitting on your rear end or piddling around in the shop, to go learn some things. Go learn something new. If you feel like you know everything that you need to know, and you've got a shop that you can go to and get some work done, maybe get the shop cleaned up and get all that done. But maybe think about, in this time, think about making a product that you can sell at the end of the year. I mean, probably not a great idea, but just for example, you build a bunch of birdhouses and have your wife go sell them at garage sales and flea markets and that kind of stuff, and the rest of the year to try to help recoup some costs. Recoup. There you go. There's a good pun. Anyway, so there's some things that you can do and build if you've got, um, if you have a lathe, then you can make stuff on your lathe, and there's a lot of things that you can do and a lot of things that you can make right now. Being that you're cooped up and being that you're not supposed to be going out and working on other people's homes, and just general socialization and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of things that you could be doing in your shop right now. um, the hardware stores, for the most part, are open. The wood shops, for the most part, as far as I know, are open. Go get the supplies that you need and build stuff now, that you can sell later. Work on your business. Work on the contracts and the paperwork that you need to do. If you don't have a good logo, work on your logo. If you don't have, good uniformity, in your whole, system, work on that. There's a lot of things that you could be doing right now, instead of going out and getting yourself sick. These are generally the things where I'm kind of up a creek, because these are the things that I do in January. I kind of shut down in January, and I work solely on my business, take some vacation, just get away from things, and generally speaking, I pretty much don't work in January, and that's my me time. The rest of the year, I'm working, 40, 60, 80 hour weeks like everybody else here. And that's how it is. So January is my me time, and I work, when I want something to do, then I work on my business and I work on different things like that. Um, so for me, for the most part, a lot of those things have been done already. But I can still find, some things to do. Excuse me. So this isn't. I'm just trying to give you some general ideas of things that you can be doing right now, so that you can make progress. There's a lot of things that you can work on. There's a lot of things that you can work through. There's a lot of things that you could learn right now. But take the opportunity. Don't squander it. Don't waste it. Stay at home. Stay safe. Don't go out and intermingle with everybody like it's a normal day. You're just going to get yourself sick, and if you get sick, then you're going to be down for weeks and weeks. Just stay home, do the right thing, don't go spreading diseases around, and do the right thing. Stay home and use the time wisely.